Well, good morning. Today is July 4th, uh, and many of us are going to be shooting fireworks off. And Gail and I ordered these special shirts that we're going to wear today when we go to Cup of Jazz. We're going to have a July 4th theme, sing some great patriotic songs, and it's going to be a great day. Um, but I am seeing this more than just July 4th. I hope you are too. Today begins our 250th year celebration. And I really think it should be a year celebration of our country. 250 years. And I wanted to kick it off um, today on July 4th by reading. I was going to read some quotes from George Washington or John Adams and Jefferson and some really powerful forefathers about our country being one nation under God, right? Um, but I got drawn to something Abraham Lincoln said, and I'm going to get there in February 19th, 1863, at the Gettysburg Soldier Field Cemetery as a dedication service. And I know you've heard this before. And it was said that when Lincoln, somebody once said, I don't know if it's true or not, that when Lincoln would go around, he'd write his speeches out on the back of envelopes or something. I don't know if he did or not. Couldn't find a big enough envelope, but I found a paper plate, and this morning I wrote this out. I don't know, it's kind of powerful, just writing it out. And now I'm going to try to share it without stumbling too much. But here's what Abraham Lincoln said back in November 19th, 1863. Fourscore and 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men, I guess you should say women, but he said all men are created equal. That we are now engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation can long endure. We're met on a great battlefield, a resting place where those who have gave their lives that this nation might live. It's altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But there's a larger sense. We cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot take hallowed this ground which these brave men, living and dead, have struggled here, have consecrated it far from our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. For it's us to us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who have fought so far and they nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that these honored dead we take we take this created devotion to the cause which they gave their last for of devotion, that we here highly resolve that the dead have not died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. As Abraham Lincoln said. I hope this year will be a year not only for us to celebrate, but to keep fighting for the cause that we are one nation under God. Great year of celebration, 250. God bless, and enjoy the fireworks.